Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean Canteen and Beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. Hey, we back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, it's a Social Norm. We talk to you fellas, make you think a little different, open y'all minds up so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now today we got another banger for y'all. It's today Monday, right?
It's your no, it's Friday.
Fuck it, I'm Friday. I'm always hooped up, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
I almost agree with
Yeah,
you.
it's Friday. So we got the end of the week. You know, the man beat us down, but we here today. All right, today's episode is called Drop Your Nuts. Don't worry about how she react. Now, I know y'all probably saying, damn, Canteen, that's a wild title. But it's a reason I came up with this title. Me and Beans, we experienced something together with one of our coworkers. And I just realized, like, dude, this is crazy. I never seen nothing like this. But then you seen it because you said you lived it at one
I
point.
lived that was me.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. Now, before we go ahead and get into everything, let me go ahead and give y'all this disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. It's not factual. It's not the end all be all. It's not the who said it and why. It's just me and Beans and how we see things. We got our opinion. You got yours. We're gonna respect them both. You feel me? Now, I saw something where we was all fellas. It was just fellas hanging out, and we was literally. I came up with the idea. It was like, hey man, rate yourself. What do you think you look like based off of the men in the world? Because I was sitting there thinking about that for myself, and I was like, how do I rate myself? What would I give myself out of 1 out of 10?
Yeah. And this wasn't like demeaning or nothing. It was
No, just
we were
real
just
reality.
being honest with ourselves. That's basically what it was.
Trying to own, and what we need to improve on. So I was like, I think I gave myself like a 5 or 4, something like that. And so then a fellow coworker, he was like, well, forget all rating ourselves. Why don't we rate the women that we work with? And I was like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. As he says this, a female coworker walks in.
Yes.
And his whole demeanor changes. And we were literally like, okay, go ahead. You started off.
Yeah, since you brought it up.
Since you brought up let's talk about this. You literally and as soon as she walked in the room, his whole demeanor changed. He was like,
we should do
no,
that.
I don't want to do that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's rude. I'm like, you came up with the idea.
Yeah.
So what I realized was he was scared to say what he felt in front of this female because he was scared of how she would react to it.
Yes.
And to the point where we asked the female rate men, and she rated some men. So I kind of was like, well, she doesn't have a problem rating men in front of men. Why do you have a problem rating women in front of women? And all I could think of was he's just a simp. He's wimp. He's wimpy. He's scared of how she will react to it. He thinks, oh, if I do something that offend her, she'll just be like the world's gonna fucking end.
That's true.
And Now I'm gonna pass it over to Beans because I know you had some part of about this whole story situation.
Okay, the reason why, well, when he first did that, I
Mhm.
got mad because he flipped just like that. I was like, dude, what?
Like a
Just
like
like
a
that.
switch. Soon as she walked in, he flipped it.
I was like, yo, now you trying to be like the chivalrous one in the room?
Like
Like,
that.
come on, bro. Don't.
And this is why me and Beans tell y'all that nice guys are not respected by women because you're not being your true self.
Yeah.
The fact that you're scared enough or not willing to speak out or what you feel or
How you feel.
how you feel about something because she's there just makes you look weak.
And the thing is, we assured him, like, look, there's no wrong answer. We're not judging anybody here.
It's just your opinion.
Because the thing is, like we said, we kept it to ourselves. We kept the spotlight on ourselves.
Yeah.
We didn't rate anybody else. We just rated
Ourselves.
Those who were right there.
And he couldn't do that.
He couldn't even do that. And then what other thing that made me mad is just that I recognized that I was the same way.
Yeah.
That's why I got quiet. I was like, motherfucker.
And like the thing is, I always kind of knew he was a softer guy.
Yeah.
But when he did that in front of me, it made me be like, dude, are you like you're a girl? Like you're a girl. I'm sorry. I had to say it to him. I was like, you act like a girl right now because you're so scared to say what you feel because a woman is in your presence. And it's like, no, be a man and say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how she reacts to stuff.
And I honestly think if he didn't bring it up, like if we were talking like
Yes.
that and he was just like, nah,
I don't do that.
I don't really do that. Then I'm like, okay, that's just how you feel.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. But the fact
that he brought it up made it even worse. Now, from that, she was like, hey, man, you can answer it. She told him, you can answer. Yeah. And he was like, no, I don't want to. To the point where she was like, dude, it ain't that serious. Just answer the question. Yes. He couldn't do it. Now, she was like, well, since y'all doing all that, why don't you rate me? Now, I ain't gonna lie. That did kind of have me a little like flustered because I know how women are. I know when a woman asks you, how old do you think I look? How much you think I weigh? Rate me 1 to 10. You're literally, your answer could crush this woman.
Yes, it's like handing somebody, you playing roulette.
Yeah. So it's always better to hit her with a number that is a little bit more favorable for her. Now, do I think that's a little simpish? It could be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about that but we all know making a person feel good is a lot better than giving them the blunt truth of what you really think of them. So I gave her I feel like I gave her a decent score.
And the thing is, that was never our intention. Was never to rate someone else in the room.
No, it was about rating yourself.
Yes.
Personally,
and we kind of got painted into that corner
because she wanted us to be painted in that corner. She wanted us to rate her, and I gave her a higher number than probably I should have given her, but I gave her a decent number. And the thing that pissed me off even more was, say I gave her 7 out of 10. After I gave her a 7 out of 10, and did you rate her? I don't think you did. You rated her a 6. The dude who never want to answer goes and says, "Oh, I rate you a 7.5."
That made me mad.
Nigga, why would you go and rate her based off of what I rated her and one up?
Because it didn't seem genuine to me. That's what made me mad.
It wasn't genuine.
I was like, dude,
you took what I gave because I was willing to put myself out there, and then you added a point on there to say, "Oh, I think you look better than these guys."
I mean, whether he was truthful or not, because I can't say he was lying.
Maybe
he do. Well, maybe he do think she's a 7.5. But I was just like, dude,
because the thing was,
I would have believed it more if he would have said it before you did.
So it was 3 things. One, he wouldn't answer the one question. Secondly, he rated her higher than me because he only waited till after I made my score. And then the third thing that made me just be like, wow, is once she left the room, he answered all the questions.
He did.
He said who he thought was, the kid, all that
And that's
stuff.
why I just looked at him like, God.
And I was like, dude, you what type of hold do these women have over you to where you just stop being who you are?
It happens. And before I say I did give her a 6, but I also gave myself one too. So not to be shallow. I don't want nobody to think I'm being shallow.
Let me ask you this. Be real with me. Did you give her a 6? Because I gave her a 7.
No, I don't even remember. I gave her the 6 before you said 7.
I don't think you did. I don't think he did, but that's fine. Maybe you did. Maybe you did.
Okay. I
But-
did. I said I'll give you a 6. Because you, I said it right before you actually gave an explanation why she was.
Oh,
a
okay.
7.
Yeah, I did. I did give her an explanation. That's why I think you just throwing out the fucking dart. You just
Listen, like I said, paid it across. I was like, all right, well, just off of right here, I'm gonna give you a 6.
yeah.
So it is what it is.
So
But-
the whole thing about it is, fellas, don't be scared to talk to women how you want to talk. You should not change up around a woman just because she's a woman. That gives her, you're giving her powers that she doesn't really deserve. She's a human being. Treat people like people. If you got to be fake or not yourself around a woman, how do you think that's going to make her? How can she respect you?
Well, she and I hate to say it like this, she kind of didn't. To add insult to injury, she was like, "Well, when this dude is faced with decisions, he gets really indecisive."
Yeah. And he showed it. He looked flustered.
I was like, "Dang!" I was like, "Even she not even."
But you know what that comes with? That's called you're caring too much. Stop caring about her reactions. Say what you feel and let her react how she's going to react. Because sometimes you think someone's going to react in a negative way, and you might say something and it doesn't. They don't even react to it.
Yeah, she didn't really seem to care.
She didn't, because I was like, when I said it with confidence, she was like, "Oh, okay." But for him, he felt like it was out of bounds for him to say that.
Yeah,
He would get punished in some form.
yeah, and the thing is, he needs to understand that what we were saying was not to offend her. And I told him this. I said, "You're afraid we're doing this to offend somebody. That's not our intent at all."
No, but I think it's just uncomfortable. He's just not used to speaking to women in a way that is his honest self. So go ahead.
I know that happens a lot in marriage because, like I said, I that was me at one point, and it really it kind of pissed me off because I saw myself in him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think a lot of it,
Trying to be a good boy.
yeah, trying to be a good guy, and
not ruffle any feathers.
yeah,
And worrying about, oh, am I saying the right thing?
yeah.
See,
a lot of that happens because he's a married man too, and I think a lot it happens a lot.
you know
to
why it
married
happens?
men.
I'm gonna tell you why it happens. Because women can wear your ass down. They will keep nagging and nagging and nagging to where you just stop fighting and you just say, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. I want peace. She brings so much non-peace that I want peace. So I'm going to not be who I am around her. So I can be so I can at least get
Yeah.
peace.
And I fell into the same trap. You know what I mean?
Instead of telling her,
life, yeah, it's not telling like, look,
I'm not fucking doing this shit no
Yeah.
more. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and you
Yes.
just gotta deal with it or get the fuck out of here.
Life on the outside is stressful, and when you come home, you just want, like you said, you just want peace. You don't want to come home to the fight, and this is where a lot of married men
And that's
fail. We fail at that because once you come with, look, okay, you're right, okay, just,
because you don't want to fight. But the
Yeah.
thing is, you're failing. Not only are you failing her, you're failing yourself because you're not being a man. You're not saying, "Look, I'm done with this."
yes,
You're not going to tell me what to say or how to say it. And if you don't like that, you can leave. See, men don't want to say those things because you think she's going to actually leave. She will never leave if you stand up to her because you are a leader at that point. You're leading. The reason women act the way they act are they're begging you to lead. They just don't know how to express it. So they keep pushing and keep grinding you down until you fucking just stand up and say, that's enough, motherfucker. I'm not doing that no more.
And it basically, and I'm even talking about myself, it basically turns into like a yes man. And
Yep.
nobody
Yes,
likes,
dear.
yes, nobody likes a yes man. Nobody respects one either.
A woman might say she likes it for a minute, but over time she's gonna
don't.
lose respect.
She really don't.
She's not gonna find you attractive. She's not gonna want to do anything with you. She's going, yes, dear. Where are we going now, dear?
Yeah.
No.
And I told this coworker, I said, look, I understand what you're doing because I was there.
Mhm.
Trust me when I say it doesn't make you look good at all. It doesn't help.
No.
You know what I mean? They look at you like, oh, what's the word? Like
You're a bitch. That's why they look at you. Let's keep it 100. They look at you like you're a bitch, and you are allowing them to because you think I have to let her do these things, otherwise she's not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Fuck her. She can't look. I keep saying this, she can't beat your ass. If she can't beat you, why are you sitting there trying to cater to her? Because you know why? You either pussy whip to where you want the pussy. And you think about this, fellas. You are literally, in other words, her slave. The fact that she yes, a boss. No, sir, boss. Okay, boss, you right, boss. That's pretty much what you're doing. And then you wonder why these women don't they don't want to have sex with you.
And I was trying to tell them that, look, I understand you want to do things to make your significant other happy. I understand that. But not to the point where it changes you. You know what I mean? Not to the point where you have to change where you talk, where you act, where you go.
Not even that. You can want to make your significant other happy, but you can't want to make them happier more than yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
Now, I want y'all to see. We're about to watch this video real quick, and I want you to see. This is how, if you keep allowing women and being scared of her reactions, this is how far they will take it. Okay. Now, should I give them the setup or should I just play the video?
Give them the setup.
Okay. This woman was on a plane with her significant other, her boyfriend, her husband, whatever the case may be. And I guess apparently he had been looking at other women on the plane when they came by, and she didn't like it. Now, this is how far a woman will go when she doesn't respect you.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you better believe that I wear the fucking nuts, nigga, in front of public. You want to fucking try to look at other women, nigga? No, fuck you. You ain't gonna look at other women, and you ain't gonna tell me you looking at other women.
We have a little child right behind you.
Yeah, I know. I fucking consult the fucking child.
There's a little boy right behind you.
I already know. Look, I'm not gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing to try to cause a commotion, because he's a fucking problem. You wanna fucking try to fucking say shit to me, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Nigga, fuck you. You wanna fucking watch when we get home, nigga?
Just take her off the plane.
Fuck you. I'm not bringing my bag to what? If I let him in my bag, I'm not ever gonna see you again. I swear to God, don't you ever come to my house, nigga. I'll call the police on you. Fuck you. Oh, really?
You're going out of control.
Nigga, I'll put this right now. You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. All right, Sarah,
No. Oh, you gonna come up?
Yeah, man, I'm getting up, man. Get up. You're assaulting me, man.
Oh, I'm assaulting you?
Yeah,
I done known you for fucking
I
years.
didn't know you like
I'm
that, man.
assaulting you?
This one did.
I'm gonna get my purse.
Now, mind you, everybody's still allowing her to go move around the plane. She just assaulted this man with a laptop. First, she hit him. Then, when he tried to get out of the way, she hit him with a laptop. And people are still, at any point, if a man hit a woman with a laptop, he would have been tackled to the ground by now. By somebody. They would have been stopped this. But this is the society we live in. We allow them. Let me get y'all, because I want y'all to see my whole squad. We allow them to go ahead and just act a damn fool. This woman No, correction. She's not a woman. This bitch should have been got slapped by that dude. He should have been checked her and told her, "What the fuck are you doing? If you don't get your ass in line and stop acting like a damn child." But he's been letting this woman grind him down. You heard what she said? She said, "I wear the nuts in public."
Yeah.
You crazy as hell if you think you're gonna do that with me. You think, and you saw the size of that man. That was a big man.
Yeah, he wasn't.
You think she could really beat him if push come to shove?
And the thing is, I can only imagine he was only looking at other women, and she went 1,000 on him. I can only imagine
What's next?
what else happens if that's her reaction just by looking at women. I can tell you, she done put his hands on him.
She don't slap. No, the
Way
fact
before.
that she don't slapped him a whole bunch of times because the fact that she's willing to slap him in front of people lets you know she done did it out in the confines of their home.
And she,
Around.
and guarantee she knows he's not gonna hit her back.
She could never do that with me. I'm telling you straight up, and I'm not trying to be funny about this and that. If anybody ever put their hands on me, man or woman, they're getting it. I'm giving them whatever they want to give me, they're getting it back. And I'm gonna let you know you're not gonna put your hands on me.
Well, it sounded like it did sound like I want to get it due benefit of doubt, but it sounded like it was the last straw because when you said you leave,
She said no. She said if you leave me,
don't come.
if
back
I
to
leave
my
off this
house.
plane, don't ever see. You'll never see me again. He said that's fine.
That's fine.
And she's like, really? Yeah, that's fine because you're doing too much. You're out of control.
Yeah.
I appreciate the man didn't do what I would have done, but he let it go too far. First off, the fact that you're on a plane with this woman mean you gone too far with this woman.
Yeah.
You are in a committed relationship to where you guys going on trips together. And if she gonna act the way she's acting, we wouldn't even got on a plane, dude. We wouldn't even got on the plane.
The thing is, this can't be the first time this happened. So
No. But when you don't train them and you don't let her know what your boundaries are and what you are going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate, she's going to keep pushing it forward and keep pushing you further into a feminine role, and she's going to go further into a masculine role. Look how she sound any way like a woman. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck, I wear the nuts around here. Man, you sound like a dude off of the cell block 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sound like you in the yard ready to shank somebody.
And the thing is, like, people are like, man, you gotta calm down. He's just like, man,
It ain't me, it's him.
Yeah.
What?
Man, there are kids here. F those kids. And
F those kids. I'm the one who helped them kids be calm as they're crying,
Yeah.
scared for their life. Like,
Oh my
that's
God.
the most I see, but you see it so often where women, out of control women are, and I don't blame the women. I blame us because we have not checked them and have not put them in the right position to be a woman. Because men have not stepped up and told her where to sit her ass down at. Even if she, guess what? You don't want to sit down, I'll make you sit down. Otherwise, you got to leave. It's either you rule, you either listen to what I got to say, or you got to go.
And I will say this because I've had that problems where
She acted out.
things acted out in public. But on the flip side, too, there are times where I've exploded in public too. So,
Okay.
But I will say this: in recent relationships, at least my lady that she had a problem with me, she would wait till we left the event.
That's what you're supposed to do. But you know why she did that? It's called respect.
Yeah.
A woman, if she respects you enough, she's not gonna go in on you or say something wrong that you did in front of other people. She's gonna wait till you're alone and say, "Look,
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate when you did this and that." Now, you said you blew up.
Yeah.
When?
Okay,
Why?
This was
Where?
this was it was like 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
We were at Olive Garden.
You tore up Olive Garden, dude.
I didn't tear it up. I went off, and we were
What did
waiting.
you go
to be,
off about?
We were waiting to be seated. And this is what gets on my nerves. If you keep bringing things up, I'll give you maybe once, maybe twice to bring it up. Okay. The first time you get that. If it's a problem,
Wait a minute. Is it the whole I miss my father, my dead father.
No, not that one.
because you
Oh,
was,
I did explode.
yeah, you exploded off of a woman talking about her
Okay.
deceased father.
Okay, that's yeah. Okay, I blew up more than once.
Okay.
It takes a
We
lot.
learning a lot.
It takes a lot to get me there, but when I get there, that is it. I can't
Okay.
control it. It happens.
So go with the story.
So there was a situation that happened.
Mhm.
The first time it was like, okay, I'm mad, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Then like a week or two went by, she brought it up again. I was like, okay, whatever. Fine again.
Okay.
She brought it up like 3 more times. Now I was like, how many times are you gonna keep talking about this?
What was it?
I honestly don't even remember. It was like 6 years ago.
Okay.
But we were in Olive Garden. We were talking about something, and then she brought it up again. Now I was like
you couldn't let it go.
how many times? And I just
You just snapped in front of everybody.
in front of everybody.
Like you just gave her a tongue lash.
I did, because I was like, I'm sick of this, man. Like, when you gonna let this go? I don't forgot all about this. And here
You keep making me remember it.
You keep making me remember this stuff. How many times am I gonna apologize? How many times you gonna? I mean, you gotta learn to let this go. You just gotta do that.
So then, how did she react to you snapping on her?
She was just like taken aback.
Because you now everybody's eyes on
Like everybody,
y'all.
yeah, everybody's on.
Did y'all? Was this the beginning of Olive Garden or at the end?
This was the beginning. Like, we didn't even go in yet. We were sitting there waiting.
So did y'all even go to eat? Did y'all finish eating in Olive Garden? Or did she like take me home?
You know, I told her, I was like, look, what happened was an older black woman came in, and she basically, this is why we need elders, and you know,
Okay.
she came in and talked to us, and she basically told it. The girl at the time was like, look, whatever it is you keep bringing up, because I guess she heard us say, whatever it is you keep jabbing at this man, you got to stop. Say, because I can tell you brought it up more than once, because this is not, that's
not how somebody reacts off of one time.
One time.
This is a nagging thing.
Yeah, this is you.
And I don't understand. And I'm not saying men don't nag, because sometimes men can be naggers too on certain things.
Yeah.
But nagging is never sexy. It's never accepted by anybody. Like, you say something, this is what you need to understand. Once you say something to somebody, don't look at them like they're dumb, because when you nag, it insults people's intelligence. You keep bringing up something like, I didn't understand it the first time you said it, or how that it hurts you. Cool. If I keep doing it, then understand either I didn't care enough about what you're saying, or or get over it. Either one, you need to stop bringing it up.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. And basically, I was like, after that, she calmed me down. Whoever this older black woman is, she calmed me
She's
down.
like, it's gonna be okay, baby.
I was like,
I
was on 10. I was
so like, pretty much you saying if it wasn't in public, were hands gonna be?
I don't know what I was gonna do.
Hands was gonna be.
I realized something too. Now that I think about all the times I've exploded in public,
yeah,
that I think it's the repeated nagging.
I know what it is. She said it one time. Cool, you took it in. She said it a second time. You're like, all right, I hear you. She said it a third time.
Yeah.
Now you're like, okay, now you're insulting my intelligence, and each time is stacking up. You're just letting it. Maybe she said it 2, 3, 4 times, and you didn't say nothing about it. You let it go. All right, whatever.
Okay.
Now it's the 6th or 7th time, and you finally, all the times you didn't say nothing, them 6 times you didn't say nothing, that 7th time you're like, you know what, bitch, bitch, stop fucking with me. I'm tired of this shit.
Yes, and the thing is, I try to give people a chance. So I'm like, you know what, maybe because there are times I have arguments and I forgot to say something and I had to go back.
Say, look, and for this,
I forgot to say this. So I give you like 2 or 3 chances to like, okay, let's lay it to
rest.
But it just kept going.
Yeah,
I've even done it at work where people have come to me like 3 or 4 times about the same thing, and I'm just like, look, you got about one more time
bringing this stuff to me, or we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, a situation happened at work, and I had to talk to like labor management and things like that. And I actually blew up on them because they kept coming back to me asking me questions about that.
Oh
situation.
yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay.
And then my union rep made me like, listen, they gotta do this because
I said what I said.
I said
and
what I
that's
said.
it.
How many times?
How many times I gotta say it?
And I'm thinking this is the investigation. I didn't know that wasn't even it. They was
Yeah.
like, no, this is the gathering of the information part. And they say you're already bugging out. And this is just this is not even.
Look, they like, yeah, that sound about what we heard and what he's acting like. It sound about right.
I was like, what you mean this ain't even the?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what. This is what I think fellas should do. I think if a woman is nagging you about something, instead of you snapping on her about her saying it, and you've already asked her to look, can we let this go? Can we stop bringing this up? And then she brings it up again. What you do is you don't say nothing about her bringing it up. You just end it. Not in the date, not in the relationship, in whatever interaction y'all having. If you were taking her somewhere, stop and say, I'm taking you back. If you was about to go out, come on, we going. We're leaving. Like you end whatever enjoyable thing y'all were doing, or if he's at your house, hey, you gotta go. She will learn not to bring that up again. I promise you. And let me say, when your woman, when you snapped at her on Olive Garden, did she ever bring it back up again?
No, that was it.
That was it.
Never brought.
She learned that lesson.
Yeah, never again.
You bring that up again, we gonna be.
It's gonna be some real.
Ding ding ding. So
yeah, I know. People, I can't see you doing that. Listen, people in your circle, they know how to press your buttons.
They do.
They know how to get you there.
And it's sad that they take you to that place, but
and the thing is, I think for me too. Other than that, it's just it was always at a point where we're having such a good time. We had a good day,
and then they say something that's just out of left field, and you're like, why are you fucking the mood up?
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening?
Hey, if y'all like the content, man, go and hit that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so we can go ahead and see all our videos when we put them up there. And also, if you want to go ahead and donate to the channel, you know what I mean, hit the one time with the one time. My man, he likes his Lunchables, the pizzas. You know, I'm more of a crackers, ham and cheese kind of guy, but go ahead and help us out right there. Grow the channel out.
Protein shakes ain't cheap.
They really not. And we've been doing our thing. We've been working out. We've been trying to get our, I feel like it's a slow grind, but we are doing our thing when it comes to workouts. And for me, I feel like a more self-awareness of like strength and just not determination, just discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to see the path I want to go down by me getting stronger mentally, physically, and I think once I start seeing, I've seen a little bit of results, but now once I start seeing more massive results, I'm going to get even more in tune with it and just more like motivated. Like I got to get further.
Get this going.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I'm basically the same way. Like for me, it's really realizing where I need the most work.
Yeah.
Like the endurance, I'm kind of like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's yours is more. I think more the strength.
Strength, yes.
The strength of like lifting and just
yeah.
Mine is definitely the endurance side and the core. I have no core, so I started doing planks. I started doing body weight because I'm a big dude. So I'm like, literally, let me just do my body weight, push-ups, squats, planks. And I actually came across this video that was literally like the 7 like exercises to like be the best in bed.
Really?
And when I tell you planks were literally like the number one thing. If you do planks, you get your core right, you get everything, and everything, when you're fucking, it's literally your core. You know what I'm saying? And then the little butt thrust things that we were doing at the workout.
The ones we're on our back.
Yeah, we're on our back, but instead of doing one leg, you do both, and you just lift up.
And you know what's crazy? I see dudes do that in the gym, and you do look
gay.
Let's say it. You be like, what in the? All right, bro, I'm going over here.
Yeah. Well, this thing, when there's a man doing it, you like, all right, bro, like you could have did that shit at home. When a woman doing, you like this. I'm gonna work out right near you. Be creepy, like.
and this is the thing about this. This is what I don't like. When I go to the gym,
Mhm.
ladies, y'all gotta stop doing this. Like I'll be curling in front of a mirror, and then a female will come and just start doing squats and stuff in front of me. I'll be like,
But then not only will they do squats, they have the like TikTok, Amazon yoga pants that have the little slit up the middle, so it's just all crack.
And the thing is, one time I did say something to somebody.
They're like, can you
I
please
was
move?
like, I was like, because she was squatting in, and then she looked back at me, and I was just like, I was like,
You know you want this. Like,
I was like,
it's sad though. No. The worst workout to see women do is the inner hips, the inner thighs that you like, but they don't even do it the proper way, like sit in the seat. They stand up and just squat out their legs where you just had their ass sticking out. You like, really? You really gotta do it like that?
I will say this: the gym I go to, they had it in the middle at one point. And I don't know what happened, but the next week I came in,
They put it in
was
the corner. Yeah, put that in the corner. There's young kids around. We don't need to see that, but they love it. Women and I love how they always do it during the busiest time. Like women ain't gonna like, oh, it's dad. Let me go do this part. No, they're gonna do it when it's prime time. Everybody there.
Yeah,
and like you be in the machine behind them, just doing a little, and then they come sitting there and you're like, really?
I leave. I go to the next machine. I'm like, all right.
I don't do that. I'm like, you know what? I was here first. I was here first, and I'm not gonna let you run me off.
Like, come on. It's just. I just don't like it when they do it on purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm like, you could have did your squats over there. You didn't have to. You didn't have to come stand in front of me and do it. That's the stuff that I don't like.
Yeah. Oh man. What else you want to talk about?
Okay, so somebody I know
Uh-huh.
is getting married, and they asked me about wedding counselors.
Okay.
And he's like, we talked today's episode about men speaking up and everything.
Yeah,
like
dropping
that.
your nuts.
He's having a problem with his fiance, but he's afraid to tell her.
What's the problem? Talk to us.
Well, the problem is she gets jobs. She's working for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And that the minute it gets hard, she quits. So it's starting to cause financial issues.
So so pretty much he's putting on more than he can bear.
Yes.
Because she keeps losing jobs.
Yes.
Or not staying.
She's not losing, she's just quitting.
So she's just quitting
She
him.
just quits.
Is she quitting him already having another job lined up, or she quitting and being out of work for months and then try to get another
She'll
job?
Quit, be out of work for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then go find another job. So he came to me and he was like, "Well, what should I do?" And I was like,
"They live together?"
Yes. My first thing was, I was like, "Tell her, dude. Like,
look,
why are you coming to me? Tell her what you told me."
I would. You know what I would do? I would ask her, "Why are you so inconsistent with your jobs?"
Yeah, he needs to ask her that.
Why are you quitting your job so rapidly? Because it seems like you can't stay in a consistent space,
and some of them
work your way up.
Some of them were good jobs too, like real good. She worked for Amazon and things like that.
She let Amazon go?
Yeah, I was like, man, that was
a good one.
That's a good one. So
has he even asked her, like, or she just come home and like, oh yeah, I quit my job?
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, fellas. You see, she don't have no problem doing what she wants and telling you, look, I'm not doing that. And she's not regarding of how it feels towards you. She's doing what she wants. See, you have to address, if it's affecting you, you have to address it and say, look, when you quit your jobs, it affects me because now it puts more burden on myself to handle the bills. And I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. So I think he's working like 2 or 3 jobs now because of that.
But the thing is, it's his own fault.
Yeah.
Because the fact of the matter is, if you keep allowing her to quit jobs and then you work yourself to death by working 2-3 jobs, she doesn't care. She's not the one having to work the 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're doing it. You're not saying nothing about it. So because you're not saying nothing, she thinks everything's fine.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop. And I did tell him that. Like, you gotta tell her. Eventually you gotta tell her.
especially before you marry her.
Before
Matter
you
of
get
fact,
married.
I don't know. I don't even deal with no woman that's not working. You can't even come talk to me if you say you ain't got no job. I can't even talk to you.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you got,
Not
and they have
seriously.
kids and things like that. And I'm like, look, you gotta, if you can't do it for yourself,
This is
do it
what
for
you
your
know.
kids.
I'm gonna tell you. This is another thing you could do. Instead of sitting there telling her how it makes you feel, you could tell her, "Look, you know, if something were to happen to me, I don't feel like we would be secure because you can't keep a job.
Yeah,
I need to know that if we're gonna get married, you have my back just as much as I have yours. And right now, you're not showing me the things I need to see to think you got my back.
or at the very least, she needs to be honest and be like, I don't want to work. I want to be a stay at home,
But
and let him decide where he want to go.
But you no, because you've already said he can't deal with the burden of working these 3 jobs, and because he seems like he's already been doing that, and
Yeah.
that doesn't make him happy.
It really doesn't.
So it doesn't even matter if she wants to do this. If he's not happy with it, it doesn't matter what she want to do.
Well, when I mean, like, when she says, like, if she says she wants to be a stay-at-home wife, then he can decide whether he wants to stay with her or not.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
See, that what she's really saying that to him without saying it, because the fact that she keeps quitting jobs after working a couple weeks or whatever the case may be, and he has to work 2-3 jobs to support the family, she's pretty much saying, I don't want to work. Because is she quitting for like legitimate reasons,
No,
or is
it's
it like I don't like this job, I'm doing something
It's
else?
basically like one time she had to stay late. You know what I mean? And how many times?
And
we
y'all
can-
wonder why men make more money than y'all.
And it's just, I'm like, okay, I get it. I get why you mad.
No,
I get why you mad at her for that.
you know what she sounds like? The mother from Everybody Hates Chris. My husband my husband makes too much money for me to no, who she said? My husband works 2 jobs. I don't need this.
Yeah, so he had like more than that.
That's
At
what it
one
was.
point,
Like
he had like 4 or 5 jobs.
my husband, it was something like my husband works 2 jobs. My husband works 4 jobs. I don't need this. And they make it like that's helping. How is that? That's only helping you. How does that help him?
Exactly.
Like, let him. I feel like this. If your husband is the breadwinner, you should let him decide if you keep that job or not you.
Yeah, because you don't even know. And the thing is, I don't even think she even knows. I gotta ask him. I don't think she even knows that he can't
Support the family
support
together,
the family. Like, I mean, he is doing it, but it's like,
but barely.
he's barely doing it, and he's I can see he's tired and he's stressed out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I've been there too. So I gave him the best advice I possibly give. Like, listen, before you get married, you definitely need to talk to somebody.
Confrontation is the hardest thing to do.
It is.
But the only way you will be happy is to confront that person and just say, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is what you make me feel like by you doing these things.
Yes.
If you want us to be happy together, I need you to do this. But you're not giving her no direction. That's why I say I blame men, because you're allowing her to run wild. Just like that man allowed that woman to run wild on that plane, he never give her direction. And the women might not tell you this, but they're begging for you to give them direction and tell them where we're going. This is where we're going, and this is how we're gonna get there.
Yeah, that is so true.
And you
I
got to
agree.
know that look, we're going here. This is what we're doing. It ain't no, I kind of want to go there. What you think? You know, what do you talk about? You know, you hear the tone in that? Hey,
That never works.
babe, what do you think about if we do this? To me, that sounds like a woman asking a man, hey babe, what do you think about this? I'm not saying you can't ask women for suggestions on some things.
Yeah, I mean,
but you need to make the decision.
you definitely do. And I was trying to tell him, like, look, you got nibs in the bud now, because it's just going to carry
a monster.
It's just going to carry over into your marriage.
You creating a motherfucking
That's it.
monster.
And when you do go to see, and I told him this, I said, when you go to see a counselor, I tell this to everybody.
Mhm.
There's certain things you got to do. Number one, do not go to somebody you know.
Okay.
That's the first thing, because there is, whether they say it or not,
Bias.
there is a little bit of bias there,
Mhm.
whether they like to have it or not. Number two, this is how I got tricked. Okay, if your significant other says, "Hey, we should go see wedding counselor," or I already been to this one, don't go to that one.
Oh, they already setting you up for somebody
because-
that exactly how they think.
Yeah, you don't know what they said. They vetted this person. Okay, this person's going to agree with me, so we're going to go to this one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't win.
Okay.
So I ended up going to more than one wedding counselor, because
And they all gave you like a
well, the first one, that's how she got me. The first one,
okay.
she had been going to him for a while. I didn't even know. I'm thinking she just brought him up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he started saying things. I'm looking like, how you know that? I was like, wait a minute.
Mhm.
I was like, wait a minute.
She set
How
you up for the
long-
okie doke.
Yeah, I was like, how long you been going? Oh, she been going to me for a while. I was like,
What y'all been talking about?
I was like, okay. So if she says she's been going for a while, don't go to that one. Okay, that's another one. Number three, be 100% honest, even if it hurts their feelings. If you say you're gonna do something, if you know you're gonna do something, say you're gonna do it. If you don't, if you know you're not gonna do it, whatever it is she wants you to do, be honest with her right there and tell her, I'm not doing that. Okay. And the third and the fourth one is pay attention. This is the most important one. Pay attention to how she reacts to your answers, and pay attention to how she reacts to the counselor's answers too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if, of course, she's gonna disagree with you. That's what it is. You know, she's not always gonna agree with you. It is what it is. But if she overreacts it with a counselor, like if the counselor's like, you know what, I agree with Canteen. He has a point. Blah blah blah. And if she always like
Snaps after
that, that is your sign of what is going to be like when you get married.
Yeah.
If she always wants to be right and she never wants to be wrong,
Yeah.
that is a sign right there.
All right. Good advice. Hey, the thing I see from men when I say drop your nuts, don't worry about her reaction. The first step is you got to ask. You got to ask for what you want. I think the two things that the reason people have a problem with asking for what they want is, one, they think if they ask, they won't get it. And the second thing is they don't think they deserve what they're asking for. That's the only reason, mainly, you would not ask for what you want.
And if you don't ask, you're guaranteed not to get it.
100%. If you do not ask, I can 100% guarantee you will not receive what you're asking for. You have to ask and not be scared about it, because at the end of the day, this is what you want. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine the thing you want in life, whatever it is. It could be anything. And I want you to imagine you actually receiving it and how it makes you feel, how it would change your life if you got those things. Now, open your eyes, and the feeling you have, that's how you have to already, that's going to make your life better by you just going out there and saying what you want. Now, the second step, you might need to write it down. Maybe you need to write stuff down that you want to say to your significant other, or to say to somebody, or to what you want in a relationship, or what you want in life. And once you put pen to paper, then things become real, and it becomes easier to really be like, okay, this is what I want. This is how, and I just need to say it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, men and women are not genies. They're not mind readers.
Nope.
They don't know what you want until you tell them. So, and then once you tell them, if they deny you of it, guess what? Then that means they're not for you. Move around, because if somebody's for you, they're going to try to do whatever they need to do to please you, if that's something they're willing to do.
Yeah. And you can't be afraid to let them go. To be like, you know what, I gotta find my own happiness.
Yeah.
And this is the path I need to take. And then apparently it's not with you.
It's not with you. And that's fine. But guess what? Because it's better to learn it now than go 20 years and learn it later.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting in a plane trying to run away from a woman while she attacks you with a laptop.
I don't know why I don't know
Why do
what
we
it is.
allow it?
Why do we stick with people when we're not happy?
Because that's exactly what you just said. Because you're not happy with yourself.
Yeah.
You don't love yourself, so that's why you stick with people who don't love you, who don't treat you well, and you think that's what love is. See, once you love yourself, ultimately, there's nobody that can come in your life that's not going to treat you the same way you treat yourself. At least treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you treat yourself good as hell, they got to treat you good as hell. Otherwise, you're going to notice, man, they ain't really that good. Man, they got to go.
Yeah.
When you treat yourself bad, you don't acknowledge when another person treats you bad. You say, okay, they're just having a bad. You make excuses for them, just like you make excuses for yourself or why you don't love yourself more. Oh well, you know, I'm not that pretty. I'm not. You put yourself down.
Yeah.
So then when they put you down and say, you know, shut up. Why you don't say no shit like they talk bad down to you. You be like, oh, she's just having a bad day. Or
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
So it all comes back to loving yourself, and it all comes back to not being scared of being who you want to be, especially with a woman when she can't whoop your ass.
I don't know, man. She was tearing that dude up pretty good.
What she doing was hitting a man that wasn't hitting her back.
That was retreating. Yeah, he was walking away.
Guess what? My mother could beat up Mike Tyson, hit Mike Tyson enough too, if he never swings back.
That's true.
And you'll be like, damn, he beating the hell out of Mike Tyson. Especially if you got a weapon.
You're gonna need one with Mike Tyson.
But we all know Mike Tyson can beat the hell out of my mother. I don't know why I use my mother for that. I should use it because my mother's not that type of woman. She don't even go down like that. She would never fight a man. But I'm just saying, and I'm not saying fellas go fight women. I'm saying don't allow women to disrespect you. If you want to be the man, act like it.
Point blank, period. You summed it all up in one sentence.
That's what it is, man. Hey, you got anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
No, I'm good, man.
Hey, man, if y'all like the content, man, go and hit that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, hit the notification bell so you can see all our videos every time we drop one. You know what I mean? Today's Friday. We got past them. It's over. We get the weekend. I want y'all to go ahead and do something for yourself, something you love to do just for you. Don't worry about what she's going to react to it, if she's going to be mad about it, if she's going to be sad about it. It don't really matter. It matters what you want to do for yourself and live your life. Drop your nuts and don't worry about anybody else, how they feel about it. All right. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, it's a social norm. We out.
On, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to